Let me be brutally honest with you. Most people don't think they need everyday carry until the worst day of their lives show up unannounced. No warning, no countdown, no second chances. It happens in grocery stores, parking lots, highways, gas stations, your kid's school's parking lot, your workplace. And when it happens, nobody asks if you was ready. You don't get time to run home and grab your gear. You don't have time to Google, what do I do? You don't get time to wish you took training seriously. You get seconds. Seconds to act, seconds to think, seconds to decide if you go home or if someone else has to make that phone call. And here's the truth that most people never want to hear. The difference between walking away and becoming a statistic is very often what you had on you at that exact moment. Today I'm showing you my real 2026 everyday carry. No fantasy, no tactical Instagram setups. Not only I carry this when I feel like it. This is what I carry because I've accepted one fact. No one is coming to save me fast enough. And by the end of this video, you're going to understand exactly why you should carry and exactly what could happen if you don't. Hey everyone, what's up? I'm Kelly with Patriot Prepper. This channel is about real world preparedness, not fear, not politics, not fantasy, just reality. And reality don't care how you feel about it. You roughly have 3 minutes if you're bleeding from an artery. That's your entire world. 3 minutes to realize you spent your life worrying about the wrong things. In 2026, most people are walking ghosts. They rely on normalcy bias. The lie that because yesterday was safe, today will be too. But the universe don't owe you tomorrow. This gear isn't a hobby, it's an insurance policy, written in blood. If you believe your safety is your responsibility, hit that like button. Comment one item you already carry daily. Believe me, I do read these. And if you're new here, please subscribe, because preparedness is a mindset, not a weekend hobby. See, everyday carry is not being paranoid. It's about understanding risk exists whether you acknowledge it or not. You wear a seatbelt hoping you never need it, right? You have house insurance, car insurance, hoping you never have to use it. You lock your doors at night hoping nobody tries to open them. EDC is the same thing, except this is about immediate survival, not paperwork after the fact. Because in real emergencies, police are minutes away. That ambulance is minutes away. The fire department is minutes away. But you're right there, right now. And I say this from a military and law enforcement experience. The first responder is almost always just the person who happened to be there when it started. Do you understand that? Just a normal, regular, everyday person. For that fact, IEDC. I carry a Glock 19. Safe. But I carry this because it's proven, reliable, simple, widely supported. But let's talk about the real reason why I carry it. And that's because violence exists. You don't have to like it. You don't have to think about it, but it does exist. And if lethal violence shows up, words ain't going to stop it. Hope is not going to stop it. Being a good person isn't going to stop it. The only thing that stops it is capability. Capability stops it. Now let's talk about the part nobody likes to say out loud. And if you don't have a defensive option when lethal force is required, You're relying on luck, or someone else intervening, or mercy from someone not showing any. And history shows us that's not a plan. Owning a firearm, it's not power. Training is power. Discipline is power. Decision making under stress is power. Another thing I carry, and most people think knife equals weapon, right? In reality, knife to me is a everyday survival tool. It's a seatbelt cutter in an accident. It cuts clothing for medical care, cuts cordage, rope, helps open supplies, boxes. It is a emergency tool for me. Imagine this scenario. Car crash, there's smoke everywhere, seatbelt is jammed, doors crushed. You do not have a cutting tool. Those seconds feel like hours when panic sets in. A $40 to $100 tool just becomes priceless. Saves life. Next thing I carry is a watch. Just a regular, this is a Garmin, I think Instinct 3 watch. It's kind of a smart watch. I'm going to be doing a full review on this coming up, but just a good watch. This is about situational awareness, right? Time tracking during emergencies matter, right? How long has bleeding been happening, right? How long have you been stranded? How long until sunset? How long since last contact? Because the truth is, phones die. Signals get dropped. Batteries fail. Redundancy is survival thinking. That's why I always have a watch. Next, flashlight. And the reason is darkness is where most bad things happen. Not because darkness is evil, but because darkness gives advantage, right? Well, flashlight equals threat identification, helps you navigate at night, temporary visual disruption, search and rescue, vehicle breakdown survival. If you ever tried doing anything in an emergency related scenario in darkness without light, then you already understand the importance of having a flashlight. Next, a lighter. Because fire equals warmth, morale, light. This will help you boil water, signaling. You can do all kinds of things with just a lighter. People die each year from exposure in places you wouldn't expect. A lighter weighs nothing and almost costs nothing, but it can mean the difference between hypothermia and making it through the night. Another thing I like to carry, survival bracelet. Now, is this part of my main kit? No. But this has emergency capabilities on your body. EDC is layers, right? I don't like to rely on just one thing, but this has paracord, little compass, whistle, fire starter, redundancy. Next, phone, right? We already kind of talked about it. Phones are incredible survival tools, but they fail. Dead battery, no signal, maybe a broken screen, water damage. Prepared people plan for failure points. Next, and this is one of the items I wish most people will carry more. is tourniquet. Cat tourniquet. Because bleeding out is fast and survivable if someone acts fast enough. And here's something I really want you to understand and hear. You are statistically more likely to use this on your kids, your spouse, co-worker, a stranger in a car accident than any tactical scenario. Everybody thinks, oh, they're going to be running and gunning and shooting. You're more likely to use this. And if you don't have one, guess what? You're left with applying pressure and hope, maybe improvising tools, or watching someone fade while help is still minutes away. And that is something that stays with people forever. Carry the gear. Get the training. EDC is not fear. Actually, EDC is love. Because the people who have no one depending on them usually don't think about preparedness. But people who carry it every day, they have someone they refuse to let down. I don't carry this gear because I think I'm a hero or a badass. I carry it because I know I'm human. And humans get surprised. Humans make mistakes. Humans get put in bad situations. But prepared humans have options. And options save lives. I carry this stuff because I plan on going home every single day. And if someone stands between me and that goal, I'm not leaving that decision up to luck. So I kind of shared with you the main things I carry. Like I said, phone, good knife, lighter, flashlight, a pistol, because I don't want to have to rely on somebody else to save me. Same way as a tourniquet. There's other things that you can and probably should carry with you. Maybe tape, some Gorilla tape or duct tape, a Leatherman, a multi-tool, pliers, knives, screwdrivers, wallet, extra cash, spare mag. This stuff, they don't take up a whole lot of space. And I guarantee you, if you don't have it and you need it, you're going to wish you would have had it. If you carry every day, please comment ready in the comments. If you're building your setup currently, comment building. And if you don't carry yet, comment learning. And share this with someone you want to protect. Because preparedness spreads one conversation at a time. Stay ready, stay sharp, stay alive. And remember, those who prepare today survive tomorrow. Thank y'all. Patriot Prepper out.